So Louisville police just releasing new video from the arrest of pro golfer Scottie Scheffler. He's accused of injuring a police officer after trying to drive around a crash while trying to get to the PGA Championship. Well, he faces felony charges, but attorney says Scheffler will plead not guilty. Our Morgan Norwood has the latest. So Morgan, what are we learning, first of all, from the new video that was released and also the police press conference this morning?
Yeah, Kira, I actually just finished going through both of those videos that were released just a couple of moments ago, going frame by frame. It's very hard to make out. We're looking at the tower camera video. We will start there. It shows a little bit of the action. If you focus your attention to the top left-hand corner of your screen, just where the bus is clear, you can see the white gate there. That dark color SUV creeps in. That looks to be Scheffler. He's in a marked PGA vehicle. We know that from the police report. Looks as if he was going at a slow speed, but then you see an officer at one point in a reflective vest running towards the car. Appears to be a little bit of an exchange. Also appears that officer reaches into the SUV to pull Scheffler out. Seconds later, other police officers run in. Again, we have this video right here, and it's tough to make out what happened, but remember the initial report from police is that the officer was dragged somewhat by Scheffler's vehicle. His pants ripped, suffered some bruising, and was taken to the hospital. I will say I went frame by frame of that video there, and I did not see an officer being dragged in that video. Again, this is a focal point of the investigation because without it, you essentially have the officer's word, the police department, against Scheffler, who maintains that this was a misunderstanding. We heard from his attorney shortly after that press conference announcing that that officer did not have his body camera on and will be facing some policy violations there. They say that they plan to take this all the way through trial, if these charges are not dismissed, Kira.
Yeah, I think it's important to point out what you do see in this video, and it's showing a different story than what this officer had initially claimed. So we know now there's no body cam footage because, as you mentioned, the officer never turned it on, apparently. And now the Louisville police chief addressed it in his press conference. Let's take a listen.
Detective Gillis did not have his body-worn camera operationally ready as required by our policy. He was performing a law enforcement action as defined in our policy.
So the chief went on to see that the officer has received corrective action for not activating the camera, but what does that mean and what do we know?
Yeah, what we know is that he was required to have that body camera on, and as the police chief laid out there, that was not the case. That is one part of the investigation. The other part is just to see where these charges go. Look, Scheffler is facing a felony in this case, and his attorneys have said that they are willing to fight this. But obviously, you know, the body camera video would have been a huge focal point of this investigation and would have given us a clarity into exactly what happened here. And now, in terms of this investigation, they're going to be piecing this all together with multiple videos at this point. And again, Scheffler's team maintains that this was a misunderstanding and that they will fight this, Kira.
Got it. Morgan, thanks.